On my wedding day, the groom ran away. Final part. Enoch and his precious innocent girlfriend, Vivienne, were off on their international getaway. But with his credit cards frozen, their fun wasn't going to last long. I couldn't wait for the moment when Enoch would return and see that I was now his stepmother. Chris was incredibly thoughtful. After we got our marriage certificate, I came home to find the once empty closet filled with clothes and accessories, all the latest from high-end designers. We didn't have time for custom orders, so I hope these will do for now, he said. Though many of the clothes were ones I already had, I appreciated his thoughtfulness enough to reward him with a kiss. Just as I'd expected, cutting off Enoch's funds had thrown his trip into chaos. As the heir to the Westfield fortune, he'd never bothered to carry cash, always relying on his unlimited credit cards. Vivienne, who had quit her job when they started dating, still had some savings from before. Without her, Enoch wouldn't have even been able to get back home. Don't worry, Enoch, Vivienne whispered. Something must have happened. Let's buy tickets and head back to New York. Thank you, Vivienne, Enoch replied, his voice full of gratitude. He had a feeling Laurel was behind his accounts being frozen. Someone must have told the bank to cut him off, and it could only be her. But no matter. Once they were back in New York, he planned to make things official with Vivienne. After all, they truly loved each other. He owed her that much. He could already picture their future, marrying Vivienne, taking over Westfield Corporation, and living happily ever after. The couple hurried to catch the next flight back to New York. After a 7-hour flight, they arrived at the Westfield estate around 8 in the morning. Enoch knew Chris rarely stayed at the old family mansion, so he headed straight for the estate. Meanwhile, I was lounging on the couch, waiting for Chris to finish breakfast. These past few days, I'd spent every moment with him. For someone who had once seemed so aloof and distant, Chris was surprisingly affectionate, and not the saint he appeared to be. To enjoy our honeymoon in peace, Chris had given the staff some time off. Only the housekeeper came by to clean every few days. That meant he had taken over all the cooking, but I didn't mind. After all, I wasn't exactly skilled in the kitchen. Chris seemed to enjoy it. Every time he saw me happily munching on something he made, he'd tap my cheeks playfully. Suddenly, the house AI chimed. There's someone at the door, ma'am. I slipped on my slippers and checked the security camera. There they were, Enoch and Vivienne, looking worse for wear after their long journey. Well, that was fast. Your eldest son is here, I called to Chris, poking my head into the kitchen where he was making sunny side-up eggs to perfection. Was his only response, his eyes not leaving the pan. Just what I wanted to hear. Leaving the lovebirds to wait outside, I casually went upstairs to change before finally opening the door. The estate was massive, with an equally sprawling yard, a place you could almost call a small manor. Usually, guests would arrive by car, but since the driver was on vacation, like most of the staff, I wasn't about to drive out and pick them up. Enoch and Vivienne, after rushing from the airport, didn't even stop to eat. Now, they were left hungry, thirsty, and stuck waiting at the gate. When the gates finally opened, they had no choice but to walk the long path inside on foot. This place is enormous, Vivienne said, awe and envy flickering in her eyes. When we get married, I'll buy you something just as big, Enoch boasted, trying to impress her. That must be really expensive, Vivienne said sweetly. But honestly, I don't need all that. As long as I'm with you, I'm happy no matter where we live. Her words, dripping with reliance and affection, inflated Enoch's ego. Don't worry, I'll buy you a few mansions so you can pick and choose, he declared grandly. But as they neared the main door, Enoch's confidence began to waver.